Hi, everyone. Today is day 8 of our 21 days of prosperity and abundance video coaching. It's free. Share it with your friends. Again, everybody can watch this back at youtube.com/Natalie Pace. You can get additional resources at nataliepace.com, and you can reach out to us at info@nataliepace.com. Of course, I'm on social media as well. So when you go to nataliepace.com, be sure to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, if you'd like, X if you'd like, LinkedIn, etc. Substack as well. Day 8 is also the first day of the second week. So last week, the real focus was on getting rid of the old bad habits and replacing them with better choices. This week, it's really leaning in and learning how to exercise those better choices so that they become habitual, right? Like the reason we do 21 days is that if you do 21 days of something, it becomes the way life is, right? So if you want to stop smoking, it's a good idea to stop smoking for 21 days, and then every day is going to get a little bit easier from there. If you want to start prosperity and abundance trading, don't just stop at day 7. Continue on through to day 21. And that's part of the reason why I do the mantras and then say go back and do the gratitude game, because people were saying, I can't do, every single action you want me to do in one day. And so then they would stop after a week. And so let's go through all 21 days of the mantras. You'll be more familiar with them when you go now to the gratitude game and play that game. If you need to take 2 or 3 days to get the action done for that particular day, okay, no problem, right? Because you've now had 21 days. It's now becoming more habitual. It's not like you're going to have during those 2 or 3 days that you're performing the action that you're going to forget about it. Okay, so today's mantra, day 8, is yes. Now, there was a very famous movie with Jim Carrey where he said yes to everything, right? It doesn't mean that you should say yes to something that's dangerous or not right to you. What it does mean is that you need to figure out how to present something so that it is a yes instead of a no. This can be really powerful. And I really wish that I had adopted it more when my son was young. I did it a little bit. So typical thing with a child, right? They'd say, I want candy. And maybe it's dinner time, right? Or maybe it is a snack time and maybe they might be hungry. And of course, kids have a sweet tooth. That's quite natural. So you might say, instead of saying, no, you can't have candy, right? You could say instead, okay, they're hungry, they're craving something sweet. I don't want to say no, but I don't want to give them candy, right? It's not good for them. So you might say, well, hey, in the refrigerator, we have some strawberries. I could make you some banana birthday cakes. Try to make it something fun, right? Which one would you prefer? That now has taken something that would be a natural no, you can't have candy, and made it into a yes, you can have some bananas with peanut butter and maybe a raisin on it, or that you make it look like a mouse or something. There's all kinds of ways that you can make food more fun. If a 12-year-old can like kill pesto, clearly kids can develop palates, right? But think of this throughout all your day. There's going to be, challenges all along the way where we want to react negatively. So the yes is telling us react positively. Find a way to shift it out of the negative into the positive. That's what this symbolism of this yes is. So let's say it's something else, right? Let's say that someone has cut us off in traffic. The natural response to that, and I do it too, I'm not immune, is to want to flip them a bird, right? That would be the negative thing. So can you think of a way where and a lot of times this is for us, that person cut us off and they've zoomed off and they're gone. Like the only way that you could actually flip them off is if you decide to zoom after them, which is going to create a greater hazard for everybody involved, including you, right? So again, it's a lot like forgiveness. It's a gift you give yourself. What can you do? Maybe you can say, maybe that person really needed that extra 30 seconds. Let it go, right? Find a way that you can spin everything, not that everything in life is that you're a Pollyanna and that, the terrible things that happen in life, that they're not as terrible as you think they are. They are. We live in a mortal world. People die. We have climate change. We have significant issues. We have people that can't afford to pay rent. We have homeless problems. We have serious problems out there. I'm not telling you to pretend they don't exist. I'm saying that if each one of us finds out what it is we're naturally good at, what we have a natural passion for me, financial freedom, sustainability, and we work super hard in that thing to try to form partnerships and uplift people and make it easy for people to do the right thing. Whatever it is, maybe yours is going to be tackling homelessness. Maybe yours is going to be helping, teens get a better degree for half the cost. Maybe you read the ABCs of Money for College that inspires you with those solutions and you take that and activate it. So that's what this yes is all about. It's still folding all into even being a creator, all of the things from last week, right? And it's just giving you another tool that's going to start focusing you on the solutions, focusing you on the positive, even when your natural reaction, and it takes time. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I think I might have said no when I could have easily stopped, taken a deep breath and used wisdom, right action, and figured out a way to be a creator and find a way to make it a yes situation, right? A friend of mine says, love always says yes. And that's the interesting thing too, is that you can think of it that way. Did somebody you love ask you, hey, will you come to dinner tonight? Yes. Like if you have the opportunity to say yes to a loved one, I don't drink. It's just not good for my body right now. I really like the taste of wine. I really like IPA beer, but I just can't do it right now. My body is rejecting it. But I was at an event and someone gave me a glass of champagne. I didn't say, "Hey, I can't drink." No, right? I said, "Thank you." And I took the glass of champagne. And when I sat at my table, there was somebody there and she had already drinking her glass of champagne. And I asked her if she wanted a second one. And again, it wasn't anything that I thought about. I'm accustomed to doing these 21 days myself. And so that was just part of who I am. I would have never thought, no. I automatically went, thank you, and took it, right? I didn't drink it because I know that's not good for me. But I also, understood that somebody's going to want to drink this. So yeah, you can do this. You can be a yes person today. And remember the value of journaling, right? Like, what did you say yes to? And write it down. It might be really valuable for you in, times to come. How did you find ways that you normally would have said no? How did you find a creative way to turn it into a yes that still honored what you believe is important, right? So, if we go back to the champagne, I can't drink it. My body, it would not be good for me, right? My body rejects it. It, makes me ill. It's just not happening right now. So I was not going to drink that, right? Even though I said yes to it. So how can you figure this out for yourself on all the challenges that happen constantly throughout the day, where you feel like saying no or flipping someone off or whatever frustration you might have, or, no, 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 no. I mean, it's really easy as a parent to just say, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this. And it's super important and super powerful to realize that it's way more powerful to tell people what we would like for them to do than what we would not like for them to do, because they don't then have a clue what they really want them to do. Some far more power in turning everything into the positive anyway. All right, I will see you tomorrow, and thanks for joining me again.